Okay, here I am in video number 8. I'm taking my chances. This year I get some videos in here. A couple of videos. And then, what you call it, sooner when I get real tired, I'll just hit the haystack. Clear my bed of all the books and say my blessings and go to bed. And tomorrow I'm gonna hit the books. Which one is it? I had it here. Oh, okay, here it goes. This one over here. I'm going to study Sola's Introduction to the Hebrew to brush up on my Hebrew because I haven't been practicing it for a while. I got a little lethargic and I forgot most of it. Okay, so there you go. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, it says here, you prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Who are your enemies? Okay, those that maybe not be able to be found in the book of life. When we go to the feast, of the tabernacles in Jerusalem, right there, the books will be open, and whoever name is not found in the book of life will not enter into the kingdom of heaven, will not enter into the feast of the groom, receiving Jerusalem as his bride, and the chosen ones that will be invited. And those are not found there, and this table will be prepared. Will be prepared in the presence of one's enemies. That means that table will be prepared, and if they're not found in the book of life, they will not be able to attend the feast. They will not be able to receive their groom, and their groom will not be able to receive them as his bride over there in Jerusalem. Jerusalem will be dressed in white linen, and if you're not dressed in white linen, then you're not in the book of life, and I feel sorry for you. Okay, so those are for people that boast a lot and don't really care about nobody but themselves. Okay, you understand me? You want to enter into the kingdom of heaven. You want to go to Jerusalem. You want to wait for your king. When everything is said and done, and he judges with a rod of iron, and then when everything's said and done, he's going to be entering into the gates of Jerusalem, sitting on a donkey as a prince of peace, as a Sar Shalom. Okay? And when he enters in there's nobody that's going to hurt us or do any wrong to us. But as long as we're here, we're not in Jerusalem, we have to watch over our deliverance. Watch over our deliverance. That means that we have to stay faithful in the Torah. We have to be faithful in the Tanakh, the Old Covenant, and the Berit Hadashah, the New Covenant, and know how to interpret either one. Just don't interpret it to what you heard or what you were taught. That's not even biblical. I know what I'm talking about because I've been there. All this stuff about what you call it, crying in the spirit, laughing in the spirit, drunk in the spirit, slaying in the spirit, barking in the spirit, howling in the spirit. What else? Dancing in the spirit. What else do y'all do? That's dancing in the spirit, doing the hokey pokey in the spirit, doing the funky chicken in the spirit, doing all this crazy nonsense in the spirit. I don't know what spirit is that. Okay, you could compare people that dance in a Santeria dance, and a Hindu dance, and a Hasidic dance, and some Arabics. You compare all of those, you can't even tell them apart. Okay, you compare them to the Kundalini religion and the Kundalini spirit, you can't even tell them apart. You could even, their tongues, their angelic and their celestial and holy tongues all sound the same. Ba 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 me 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 Sikamanda. Please. That's not even biblical. My goodness. I hate to tell you that's not biblical. It's not biblical. It's not found in the scriptures. You shouldn't even be practicing it. Okay? Let's continue. Let's continue. I think I'm getting your attention. Okay? I read this one. Okay? Right. All right. This is found in Psalm or Tehillim 23:5. You got to read the Bible, read the Torah, the law, the instructions, the teaching. Some people say, don't call the Torah the law. What do you want me to call it? You want me to call it the yellow pages? These people got the nerves to say, walk your finger through the Bible like you walk through the yellow pages. I used to do that. Somebody said, don't do that. The Bible's not the yellow pages. The yellow page is the yellow page, and the Bible is the Bible. So I don't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Okay. Since we believe that Yeshua died and then came back to life again, that means resurrected. I do believe in the resurrection, but I don't believe in the rapture. I'm sorry. It's not biblical. When I was a Christian, I was told by a teacher in Bible Institute that the rapture was not found in Scripture, so don't talk about it. Don't teach it's not biblical. I try to prove that it was biblical, and she said it's not biblical. Stop it. I have to put you out of Bible Institute. So I stopped. I did some research for many, many, many years, and I still did research, and one day when I became a Messianic believer in 2010, I went through 3 rabbis, and the 3rd rabbi said that the rapture doesn't exist. It was created by some woman in her deathbed back in the 1830s. I don't remember. You had to research it and Google and find out who this woman was. I can't remember what her name was. But when I find out, I'll share it with you. I think I might have shared it in the past. I'll share it again. So there you go. There's no such thing as a rapture. Okay, we can also believe that when Yeshua returns, Yod-Heh-Wav-Heh will bring back with him all the Christians. Are you serious? Christians, are you serious? Are you serious? I think he'll bring back his chosen people. I would change this here from Christians either to believers or chosen people who have died. So comfort and encourage each other with this news. 1 Thessalonians or Thessalonica 1 4, 14, and 18. Okay, you can't be serious. Yeah, there was this thing called the Fox's Books of the Martyrs, and they were Christians, but these were true Christians. They weren't mixed up in all this pagan nonsense that these Christians are mixed up today. And the only thing that they say is pagan to them is Halloween. But everything else is not pagan to them. Everything else is not found in scriptures from January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and December is not pagan, but only October is. Are you serious? Are you serious? These were true Christians that didn't mingle themselves with paganism. And the ones that didn't mingle with paganism, they were persecuted, they were tortured, they were dismembered, they were disfigured. They did everything to them. And they died for the cause of who? They died for the cause of, it wasn't Jesus, it was Jesus. His name was Jesus in those days. There was the letter J or the V didn't exist in those days. In some places, the letter Q was illegal to use. You understand me? So you got to do your research. Okay? These people were Nazarenes. They were Jews, and the Old Covenant was written by Jews, and the New Covenant was written by Jews, but under the Greek Empire. The Greek Empire, they wrote something called the Septuagint, the Book of 70. It's LXX stands for 70. Okay? The Book of 70. They wrote it according to the Greek philosophers, but they used a lot of Jewish influence. And because they were Nazarenes, And when they converted to Christianity, they kept their traditions. You understand me? And the Greek Empire got mad at them because they wouldn't convert to paganism, and they were martyred. They were killed. You read the book of the Fox's Book of the Martyrs. You can either read it on YouTube. It has the audio, or you can download the app and read it for yourself. Don't be lazy. I mean, the chapters are short, okay? Don't be lazy. Just read it. Do your research. Don't be lazy, okay? Well, I believe what so-and-so says. Well, go ahead and believe what so-and-so says. If you're not, if so-and-so says it, and if you have a good rabbi or a good pastor, a good Kohen, or a good minister that is fully equipped and that'll fully equip you and that cares about you and will watch out for you and tell you, be careful with this or be careful with that. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Or you have a let me see, a teacher that gives the shul in your synagogue, or a teacher that gives Bible classes on the Sabbath day, or if you have a Sunday school teacher knows what he or she is doing, you better listen to them. Okay, don't go bringing other books to the synagogue shul that they don't ask you to bring. Don't bring any other books to the Sabbath keepers congregation they don't ask you to bring. Don't bring any other books to Sunday school. If you're into Sunday worship and you go to Sunday school, don't bring any other books that the teacher don't ask you to bring. Just bring a notebook, pencil, and the books that they provide to you, and you study with them, and you may know something from whatever congregation you pertain to. You keep yourself quiet unless you're asked a question. Don't interject anything, okay? I mean, your best bet is to go to a congregation where they believe what you believe. Not going to another congregation to interject what you believe. Another congregation, that congregation will get offended. Okay, keep your previous beliefs to yourself and your previous doctrines to yourself. They don't teach it there, then don't talk about it. If they tell you to buy this book or get this book or get that book, you get that book. You can't afford it, tell them you can't afford it. They'll make arrangements to help you buy it. Okay? There you go. Now let's continue. I'm sorry to tell you this, but this is the way it is. You have to know what this means by Christians, okay? And not a lot of people know what a Christian is, okay? Okay. Don't get mad. Okay, it says here, God or Yahweh will bring back with him all the Christians, that is not biblical. That is not biblical. They went and changed the Greek Septuagint. They changed it a little. They don't call it the Greek Septuagint. They want to call it the New Testament. Okay? Who died and left them a testament? Who died and left the testament? I call it the New Covenant or the Septuagint. Okay? I believe that all believers, all the chosen people who have died, show comfort and encourage each other with this news, okay? With the new covenant, with this new covenant. It's not better than the old covenant. That's not biblical. Okay, what did I say? This is found in 1 Thessalonians or Thessalonica 1, chapter 4, 14 and 18. Okay? Here goes another one. O death, where is thy sting? 1 Corinthians 15:55 or Kahilan Corinth 15:50, Kahilan Corinth 1:15:55 or Shanae. No, not Shanae. Oh my goodness, it keeps on slipping out of my mind. Okay. Let's see. Not Shanae. That's Kahilan Corinth. That's 2 Corinthians or Kahilan Corinth 2. I can't remember. I do apologize. When I remember, I'll tell you what it is. Okay, I'm going to continue in another video, okay? This one's almost up. Okay, so I'm going to continue. I think this is video 8. I'm going to continue video 9, okay? I'll see you later.